Hello, my dear friends and followers. This is Abhishek. I welcome you to my channel Ayodhya Informative. In my previous video, I have solved 8 to 10 examples of nth term of the arithmetic progression. In that, I have explained how to understand a particular question and how to identify the keyword. From that keywords, we need to consider a problem, and all these things I have explained in my previous video. Who haven't watched that video, please go through that video. If you have any doubt in that video, please let me know through the comment section. In today's video, I am going to start with exercise 1.2 of the first chapter, arithmetic progression. In that, I am going to solve the first question. So before going to start of today's video, if you are watching my videos for the first time, don't forget to subscribe and share with your friends. Let's get started. So the first question is here in a box there are given a five questions. So in this five question we need to calculate the gaps. That is we need to fill the blanks in between those two numbers. So here A stands for the first term. It is an AP. In that, A stands for first term, and D stands for common difference. The difference between two consecutive number is denoted by a letter D, and N is number of terms. So here, 7 is the first term of the AP or a first term of the sequence, and D is the common difference. Means if we add this 3 to 7, 7 plus 3, 10, 10 plus 3, 13, 13 plus 3, 16, so on. So 3 is the common difference and 8. 8 is the n. N means there are 8 numbers of terms. There are 8 numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. There are 8 terms in that particular sequence. From this, we need to calculate an. An. That is, we need to calculate what is the value of an. From using this data, we need to calculate. Let's see how we can so consider the first question, that is A. What is the value of A over here? That is 7. 7 is the first term, first term. And D. What is D? It is common difference is given by 3. And N. N is the number of terms in a given sequence, or if you consider an arithmetic progression, there are how many number of terms? That number of terms is given by a letter N. So here the given n is 8. 8 means there are 8 number of terms. In a sequence, there are 8 number of terms are present. Using this data, using this information, we need to calculate the value of an. So this is the question we need to understand like this. Let's see how we have to solve. Consider the formula to calculate the value of an. An is given by A plus n minus 1 into D. Now check in this formula. We know A is given, so substitute. N is also given 8, substitute. And D is also given 3, substitute. Substitute and solve, we get An. Let's see. An is, what is the value of A? First term, that is 7. Plus, what is the value of N over here? This is 8 minus 1. What is the D? That is 3. An equal to 7 plus 8 minus 1 is 7 into 3, which implies An equal to 7 plus 7 3 are 21. Therefore, An equal to 21 plus 7 is 28. So this should be the answer. By using these given data, we have calculated the value of An over here. That is the blank in the first row. So An is 28. 28. So this is how we need to calculate this problem. Then let's move on to the next question. Here, second question. This one is over. Second question is 18. A is given as 18 minus 18. A is given as minus 18 and we need to calculate D. We don't know the value of D. D is not given, question mark. Then n is given. There are n means total number of terms in this sequence is 10. Then last term. What is last term given? An is given as 0. So here a is given as minus 18 and n is given as 10 and an is given as last term, nth term of the AP is given as 0. Using these three information, using these three data, we need to calculate the value of D, that is common difference. What is the common difference in between consecutive terms? Let's see how we can calculate. Now again consider the in this nth term of the topic or in the nth term of the AP, you need to remember in the nth term of the AP, you need to remember only one formula, that is this. An is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D. This formula is fixed all over the topic, that is nth term of the AP. So whenever you need to calculate D, n and A or An, whatever they might be given to find out, only you need to consider the formula, that is An is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D. This formula is fixed. Now substitute the values given in this formula. An is given, An is 0, An is 0, substitute over here 0 equal to what is the value of A? What is first term? First term is minus 18. Substitute here plus n. n is given 10 minus 1 into, we don't know the value of D. That is the task given, that is D as it is. Keep it as it is. Now n equal to minus 18 plus 10 minus 1 is 9. 9 this D. 9D. Now shift this minus 18 to other side. It will become plus. That is 18 equal to 9D. Here we want only D. We want only D. Now shift this 9 to other side. In the other side it will become divided. Why? On the one side 9 is multiplying with D. If you shift this 9 to other side, it will become divided. That becomes D equal to 18 divided by 9. 9 ones are 9 twos are. Therefore D will be 2. Hence common difference is 2. So this is how we need to calculate these problems. Now let's move on to the third one. This is over. Third one. Third one is A is not given. We don't know the value of first term. What is the first term is present? We don't know. Simply keep it as it is. A. Don't know. D is given as minus 3. D is minus 3. It is also given 18. There are 18 number of terms. 18 number of terms are present in a given sequence. So substitute number n is 18 and an is also given, that is an is minus 5. That is last term of the sequence is minus 5 means 18th term. This is 18th term is given by minus 5. There are 18 number of terms are present in the given sequence. That means n is 18 and the common difference D is given as minus 3. So using these three data, using these three information, we need to calculate the value of A over here. Now again consider the same formula, that is An equal to A plus n minus 1 into D. This formula is fixed. Now comparing these two, substitute the value of whatever given are whatever values are given, just substitute over in this formula. Again let's see what is An. An is minus 5 equals to what is A? We don't know, because that is the task given. We need to calculate the A over here. That's why keep it as it is. Don't do anything with A. Now n is given as 18. 18 minus 1 into what is the D? That is minus 3. So now substitute minus 5 A plus 18 minus 1 is 7 into 3 minus 3. Now minus 5 a minus into plus minus minus into plus, that is minus. This is minus. Now 17 threes are, what is 17 threes are? 51, isn't it? Now 51, substitute or shift this to the other side, means we need to calculate a, keep it as it is one side. This minus 51, if you shift this other side, it will become minus 5 plus 51, isn't it? Now a equal to 51 minus 5. What is 51 minus 5? That is 46. This is the first term. This is how we need to calculate. Now let's move on to the next example, fourth one. Just all data are given. Just we need to substitute and grab the term we need to calculate. That is the task given. That's it. This is over. Then here, fourth one. Here A is given as minus 18.9, minus 18.9, and D is given, common difference is given as 2.5. We don't know the number of terms in the present sequence, that is the task here. N is not given and An is given as 3.6. So using these three equations, using these three information A, D and N, we need to calculate the value of N. Let's see, again consider the same formula, that is An equal to A plus N minus 1 into D. Now just substitute the given data in this formula. We know the value of An as 3.6. What is the value of A? Minus 18.9, plus we don't know the value of N over here. That is the task. That is, therefore keep it as it is. What is the B? That is 2.5. Now 3.6 equal to minus 18.9. Multiply term by term. That is 2.5 into N. 2.5 into N means 2.5 minus 2.5. Now 3.6 minus 18.9 minus 2.5. That is 21.9. Sorry, 21.4 minus plus 2.5 N. Now if you shift this other side, what we are getting, 3.6 plus 21.4. If you shift this minus 21.4 to other side, it will become plus 21.4 and again plus 3.6. So here the only remaining term is 2.5 N. 21.4 plus 3.6. What is 21.4 plus 3.6? 0. Then 21 plus 4, 25 equal to 2.5 N. 2.5. So the task is N. We need to calculate N. Keep it as it is and shift this 2.5 to other side. It will become 25.0 divided by 2.5. Now N equal to 25 means 1 0.1. N means, if you consider 25.2.5, this is the value. If you calculate calculated, then we keep it answer as calculated value, or otherwise if you keep it as it is in the fraction, no problem. Now, last question is, A is given 3.5, then 0 is D is given as 0, and N is given as 105. There are 105 terms, 105 terms are present, and AN is given as, it means 10 terms. Then AN is given as, no, this is the task given. AN is, we need to calculate the value of AN. A is known, D is known, N is known. Using these three information, we need to calculate the value of AN, the ANth term. Nth term means AN equal to A plus N minus 1 into D. What is the value of AN? We don't know. That is the task. Equal to A is given as 3.5 plus N is given as 105 minus 1 into D is 0. AN equal to 3.5 plus 105. 105 minus 1 is 104 into 0. This is simple one. AN equal to 3.5 plus 0 into anything is 0. If you multiply a term 0 with any number, the remainder will be, the answer will be 0. 3.5 plus 0 is, AN is 3.5. This is the answer. So here the common sense is, if you add 0 to this first term, 3.5, 3.5 plus 0 is 3.5, 3.5 plus 0 is 3.5. If you add a 0 to any number of times, the answer remains the same. That's why the last term of the sequence remains same. That is the given. All about the first question of the exercise 1.1. So I will now brief out what we have done in this particular question. So here in this question, they have given some of the data. Here they have given you the value of A, D, N, A. A stands for first term, D stands for common difference, means consecutive difference, uh, uh, the difference between two consecutive terms, and N means a number of terms, means how many number of terms are in the sequence, that is given by a letter N. AN means last term of the AP, that is nth term of the AP. So all the informations are given in this question. We need to calculate using the given data. Using the given data, we need to calculate the particular term like A or D or N or AN by using the given data, using the formula, that is AN equal to A plus N minus 1 into D. Okay, using this formula, we need to calculate the terms. So if in the question AN is given, we need to calculate A, and other all the three data are given. And whether they have asking, we need to calculate A, and other than all the data are given. AN is given, N is given, D is given. Using that data, we need to calculate A, and also we have to calculate N by using AN, AD. Like this, we need to calculate the terms by using this formula. Therefore, this formula is fixed in the topic nth term of the arithmetic progression. Now, let's move on to the next question. It is second question. Is here we need to choose the correct option. 30th term of the AP. 10, 7, 4, so on is option number A, 97, option B, 77, option C, minus 77, D is 80. Here the question is we need to calculate from the given AP. It is also AP because in the question they have mentioned this is an AP. So that this should be the AP. That means the consecutive difference, the difference between two consecutive numbers is fixed. So if 10, 7, 4, so on is the given sequence, given arithmetic progression. From that arithmetic progression, we need to calculate the 30th term. So from 30th term, there are four options are given. 97, whether the 77 is the 30th term or minus 77, minus 87. Let's see. In order to find the 30th term, we need to consider the formula that is an equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. N is known. We need to calculate the 30th term. How to consider n? So in the question they have mentioned to calculate sum of the term. So 30th term like 11th term. The position we need to calculate a particular term that needs to be considered as the n. So a here that in this case 30 is considered as n. A30 equal to A is known, that is 10. First term of the sequence is 10. Consider n is 30 and minus 1 into D is 7 minus 10. What is 7 minus 10? That is minus 3. Common difference is minus 3. Now 10 plus 30 minus 1 is 29 into minus 3. 30, 10, minus into plus is minus 20 into 3. What is 29 into 3? 87. A30 equal to minus 87 is plus 10 is or 87 minus 10 is 77. Thus bigger the sign behind the bigger number. Compare these two numbers. Among 10 and 87, the bigger number is 87. That's why the sign behind the bigger number needs to be considered, that is minus 7. So see option whether there is a given 77. This is the answer. Let's move on to the next example. Now minus 3, minus 2, 2 so on is 11th term is option A, 28, option B, 22, option C, minus 38, option D, minus 48, 1 by 2. Here the given sequence is minus 3, minus 1 by 2 and 2, so on up to, so on. So in this sequence we need to consider we need to calculate the 11th term. So here n should be considered as 11, A11. So here A11 needs to be calculated from these are the given options. Let's see. An is A plus n minus 1 into D. Now An is known, that is A11 is needs to be calculated. A is known, that is minus 3 plus what is the value of n? 11 minus 1. D. How to calculate D? Minus 1 by 2 minus of minus 3. C. Minus 1 by 2 minus of 3 minus 3 minus 1 by 2 plus 3 If you take the LCM is 2 cross multiplication minus 1 plus 6, that is 5 by 2. Now D is 5 by 2. A11 equal to minus 3. 11 minus 11 is 10 into 5 2. 2 ones are 2 5s are A11 equal to minus 3 plus 5 5s are 25. Now 25 minus 3 is 22. See whether this option is correct or not. 22 present. Yes. So this is how we need to calculate the sum of the terms in the AP, nth term of the AP by using the formula an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. So this is all the procedure of the today's class. In today's video, I have explained exercise 1.1. In that, I have explained the question number 1. In the question number 1, they have given some of the data like A or N or AN or D. So from that given circumstances, or that from given the information, from given data, we need to calculate the some of the terms like A or AN, like D or like AN. So this is how we need to calculate by using the formula. In the second step, they have given uh, four options. From four options, we need to calculate the particular term like 11th term and 13th term. So here, the one thing you need to observe here is the formula is fixed. The formula to be considered is fixed. That is an equal to a plus n minus 1 into d is fixed all over the nth term of the AP. If you are going to calculate the nth term of the AP, or if you are going to calculate the sum of the positions in the AP like 11th term, 30th term, like that, the formula is fixed, that is an equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. So this is all about today's class. If you have any doubt in today's class, let me know through the comment section. If you are watching my videos for the first time, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.